Quick disclaimer, y'all. Auntie is tired today, so this is gonna be like a one picture video. This is a quick warning and disclaimer. This will be a one picture video. Auntie is tired. Not tired, meaning tired of the show. Just had a long day, so just wanted to give y'all that because we family, every day, working full time and then doing this, and it's kind of can get a little bit taxing on the body. So just a quick disclaimer. All right, get ready. Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all, hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are y'all doing? You doing all right? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Who, me? Child, tired, girl. Tired, girl. I got off work and I just sat down for 2 hours. Didn't want to do nothing. Just talk to my daughter. That's about it. Talk to my boo. And that's about it, honey. My son has a little girlfriend, honey, so he don't want to talk to his mama that much. He's in his last couple of months of school, so we getting him that together and getting him squared away to walk across that stage. But other than that, we say good morning every morning. So I'm tired. Hopefully you don't hear it in my voice, but if you do, that'll be over soon after we push play. So y'all know how upset I was with that damn Leslie yesterday. I was so upset. I had to tell sir. I'm like, I don't know why they let this lady get away with so much shit. It's just ridiculous. It's just there's no originality. It just really bothered me yesterday. Those ladies are sitting over there minding their damn business, planning a beautiful wedding, and you're gonna take their idea. Didn't even try to tweak it. Didn't even try to make it into Eva's. You just want to just take the band, the broken clavicles. Now, why would Eva want a fucking band in those colors? She's not like that. She's earthy. And the space, it's like you're such a foolish woman. Stupid. Anyway, but I love her as an actress. The lady is dope. She's amazing. She's beautiful, but I just don't like the character. All right. Let's see. I think that's everything. Yeah. James said just like how I feel about Joey, that's how Shar feels about Leslie. I was like, "Yep, I got you, big brother. I understand now. I finally understand. I finally understand. I don't like it. I mean, I don't even know if I can give her any wiggle room. I never thought that I would not like a person on here. I really didn't think that, but there's a never say never, honey. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this party started. We are here for a full audio recap of episode number 52, season 2 of Beyond the Gates. Let's get ready, baby, because we got to wake up and get through this, all right? In 5, 4, 8, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're at the hospital. Two people we haven't seen in a while, Tad and Shanice. He was like, "Hey, you here?" Yeah, she's here. I like that little pink that she has on. It's like a pink scrub that she has on. It's really pretty. So he was like, "Wasn't your aunt gonna pick you up and take you to lunch?" Wait a minute, is this all like in one day? Shit. Didn't we just see Aunt what's her name 2 weeks ago? Was that I thought she said she was leaving the next day. Child. Okay, what does Shanice say? Oh, she said she went to go pick her up, but her flight from Houston was delayed, but she's still on the way there to town. Okay, okay. I thought they tried to do all this long, extended damn day. Cause they do that with that damn menu on the wall at Elfie Jean. So yeah. So she says, well, it's still time for you to change your mind and join us. He was like, I wouldn't want to get in the way of all that tea that you need to spill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know how I thoroughly swept you off your feet. She was like, well, I'm not even sure if your name is going to even come up. So, Dad, I need you. This is Eva coming off the elevator, all loud and shit. And so Ted was looking at her like, bitch, I thought you weren't feeling well. Oh, yeah. Whatever. My headache's gone. Look, but I have a much bigger pain in my ass. Mama. She didn't even tell Shanice, like, excuse me, girl, can I talk to my dad? Hey, Shanice. None of that, girl. So Ted was like, what the fuck now? She's out of control. And then we hear her loud auntie, Andre. Eva and Danny are definitely connected somehow, because they both loud as fuck. We're at the little palace, that's AKA Danny's house, and she's up in the bedroom calling for her hubby. Andre. He's like, hey, baby, I'm finishing up my shower. Did you have any fun with that wedding planning, baby? Ooh, she says, I was having fun until I found out that I was planning for that bitch Leslie's daughter, not my own. Shh, they said ass and bitch. I love this show. Here we go, another chess day, baby. We had who was it? Damn Jacob, and then Isaiah. Now we got Dre. He was like, wait a minute, I'm sorry. He coming out dabbing. Like Dre, you just got out the shower. Why's your hair and your face not wet? Just his body. And the body ain't even wet. It's like somebody just took some spray and just sprayed it over his body. He dabbing his body. I'm sorry. Well, how did Leslie get into this? Motherfucker, your face ain't even wet. Come on now, Dre. Shit. And so he trying to, he butt naked, you know what I'm saying? So she she was like, damn. He's like, hey, focus now. Focus. Eyes up here, all right? She's ready to jump on him, baby. I ain't mad at you, girl. She's like, well, I am trying. I'm only human. She just looking like, damn, I just want to lick that chest. He was like, hello, wedding planning, something Leslie did. She was like, yeah, right. That's all mine right there. Oh, I got a sweet tooth. Give me a cavity, boo. She says, right. That bitch took notes on all of Chelsea's and Madison's wedding plans, then booked the venues and the vendors for Eva's wedding. He was like, wait a minute, Eva, she's engaged? Since when? She's like, who the fuck knows? So we're at the Bird Cafe, honey. Cat is there, and we see Isaiah sitting there reading a book. She said, shit, this gotta be Eva. Got your ass reading that garbage too. Come on, Cat. You can't say hi to bro. Come on now. He just had a great morning with his boo. Come on now. So he was like, wait a minute, you got something against Langston Hughes? She said, oh, my bad. Oh, I thought that she roped you into reading that Carl Ivati series that she's so crazy about. He was like, oh, yeah, she tried, but not really my lane. She says, well, honey, I would not have guessed that sudden engagements were your thing either, but somehow Eva reeled your ass into that. We get the bop, bop, bop. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Orphe Jeans, we're there. Derek is sitting at one of the tables, just finished eating, looking at this iPad, and Leslie comes in there and says, explain to me what you're doing right now. He was like, excuse me, babe? I pay you a handsome salary. Excessive, if you ask me, to manage the clinic I founded. You're supposed to be bringing healing and hope to the community. But you are sitting around on your booty all day, ignoring the desperate needs of the patients. So what happened, huh? Was working 2 days back to back too strenuous for you, boo boo? I cannot take this woman. Lord, please give me strength. So he starts to laugh a little bit. Oh, wait. You need a mental health day? He said, now that's something that your ass need to consider, Take the whole year if you need to. Go ahead, Derek. Yeah, I like him when he's in this vein with her. Cause he timing her for her ass. Ha, she says, you Mr. Stop, Drop, and Roll. You better have a good reason why you stopped and dropped out. He says, check, please. He ignored her ass. She says, well, he says, I think you need a friendly reminder. I don't answer to your ass. Yeah. Period. I put up with a lot from mama. I'm tired of Eva's complaints. I'm tired. And they keep pulling Ted in there, and Ted keeps tap dancing right in the middle of them. But I hit my limit, Dad. He says, go into my office, honey. Go ahead. And we can talk about this, he says. Bye, Shanice. So he says, give my regards to Monica. So he leaves with Eva to go to his office. And so Kyle shows up beside her and says, Shanice, I'm having problems with the patient EHR tab. So he asks her for her help. He said, look, I know you got this, girl. She says, I sure do, Annie. He said the patient's records are really slow to download. So let me show you. So, girl, we see Auntie Monica coming in with my royal blue. They is really showing out with the royal blue and white this week. I mean, she gets off the elevator where she got a longer coif. This coif is hair, longer coif. This with her coat thrown over her shoulders. I've never been a fan of that, but it seems like that's the. I'm gonna have to take some pictures with me having a little coat thrown over my shoulders with a suit. But she looks good. So she waved at her auntie. She was like, "Hey, auntie, I'll be just with you in just a minute." Ooh, I mean. So Kyle tells Shanice, he said, "Oh, you got company, babe. This can wait." She says, "Oh," Monica says, "Honey, you are absolutely fine." Go ahead, Auntie. I ain't even gonna lie. Give me Monica over Peaches. I feel like Monica's gonna make an impact. Peach, I just knew Peaches was gonna come up there and just cut a fool. But she's more nice, maybe because she's sick. And give me Monica over Peaches, honey. Give me Monica. So we're back at the Bird Cafe. So Isaiah was like, I'm sorry, I don't think I got you. So Kat was like, I know that it's none of my business who you hook up with, and you never wanted to hear my warnings about Eva. But I at least thought that your ass would be savvy enough to not rush into a long term commitment with that. Unless, please don't tell me I'm about to be a half aunt. Oh, wait a minute, she owned it? Okay. You like the fact of being a half aunt. Okay, okay. He was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, you getting way ahead of yourself." She says, "I could say the same thing about your ass proposing to someone you've only been dating for a hot minute." He says, "Well, there is some confusion out of the gossip verse. I haven't proposed, but if somebody's spreading that rumor, I can pretty much guess who is. Eva's mom has not been too shy about expressing how she hopes that how things are going to work out for us. Leslie has gone way past hoping," Kat says. "That bitch has made reservations for a venue, a florist, a caterer, a band called the Fractured Clavicles, and a string fucking quartet." He was like, "You fucking kidding me?" She said, "Honey, if I'm lying, I'm flying." She was like, "Why would that crazy ass woman drop deposits left and right if you aren't even engaged?" He says, "Well, I mean, the answer is literally the question. There is no engagement. I promise." "Thank God," she says. He's like, "Well, I do gotta say it is. I am flattered that it will upset you so much to see me taken off the market." Mm. Hmm. Ooh. The money you pull from your pockets come from my pockets. Back at Orphe Jeans with this bitch. Yeah, and Derek. Remember that. I sign your paychecks. He was like, "Honey, I married and I managed the damn payroll. And if you really had the first idea of what it took to run this fucking clinic, you'd at least know what the damn scheduling app looks like. Which is what I was damn working on just now when you walked up here and disturbed my peace." Oh, am I supposed to be impressed? I am at the tippy top of the org charts, in charge of the big picture, the overall planning. So I can't focus on the itty bitty details. See? Can't stand when she talk like that. I can't stand it. It hurts my throat. It doesn't literally hurt it. It's just very condescending how she just trying to make you feel small, but when in actuality she's the one that looks like the fool. Ain't nobody got time for that. He was like, "Yeah, all that big picture planning takes a back seat to higher priorities like harassing your staff in public," he says. Ooh. She says, "Why don't I just bump your pasty behind from manager down to custodian?" Not pasty, girl. Not pasty, unless you get an attitude adjustment. He was like, "Look, I'm in charge of a lot of things at that damn clinic, but the complaint department ain't one of them." He said, "Well, matter of fact, that's Eva. Come on, hell, let's go in and give her a call." "Oh, no, no, no. Mm-mm. You do not bother my daughter with all that foolishness, okay? Because she's probably somewhere busy doing what you're supposed to be doing." "Oh, gee," he says. The call went to voicemail. "I guess you're going to have to wait to file a complaint." Damn it. So we're back at Ted's office. So Ted saw the ring on, her ring phone. "You need to get that." She's like, "I ain't, it was Derek. I don't even want to know. Mama probably tracked him down and started harassing him." Yes. If you know her so much like clockwork, why do you keep enabling her? She's Hal on wheels. He was like, "Okay, all right now. Can you just take a couple of breaths, baby girl? Tell me what's going on." You've got to have some idea. I know you warned Isaiah about Mama's goal to marry us off. He's like, fuck, she's still on that shit. She hasn't given up that. She's doubled down. Her plans for our hypothetical wedding keeps getting bigger. Just like my hair. He was like, well, okay, well, how's Isaiah taking this shit, all right? Because he could have been shocked, though, you know? I mean, he couldn't have been shocked because we told him what Dana was like. So, well, for now, he thinks that shit is kind of funny. You say, well, okay, he's taking that in stride. That's a really good damn thing. I mean, anyone who's going to be with you needs to learn that. Since you've made it clear about never cutting Dana out of your life, bitch. I know the signs when mama starts fixating. This is going to get a whole lot worse before it gets better. She already threatened her. She said, "Mama, if you fuck this up, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to find this missing helmet and all of the other tea that I know." So she said, I'm going to hate your ass. She threatened her though. You fuck this up for me with Isaiah. She said, I will never forgive you. I don't believe her though. Unless someone steps in to stop it. They always pulling Ted into this shit. And by someone, I mean you. And it gets worse. Leslie reserved the chapel we wanted. We're back at the little palace, and this is Danny talking to her hubby about Leslie. He was like, okay, well, then you can change the date. Except, baby, she reserved the preferred dates plus our backups just so that Chelsea and Madison would have to use someplace else. She did that shit. He was like, damn, I know that bitch got money to burn, but this shit is just ridiculous. He was like, look, let's do this. Let's plant the rumor that Chelsea has decided to use the Taj Mahal for her wedding venue. And that maybe Leslie's ass will take the bait. From your lips to God's fingertips, baby. I hope she does, but they ain't gonna do that. I know that it's not worth stressing over, Danny says, but Chelsea and Madison are disappointed. But they'll figure something else out. He was like, yeah, but you shouldn't have to, baby. I got an idea. Where you going? To get dressed. I'm going to go talk to my uncle, he says. If anybody can make Leslie back the fuck off, it's Uncle Ted. Sorry, baby, but you lost me when you said get dressed. You don't have to do that. I know you want to help, baby, but the only thing I need right now is that towel, baby, because he has a towel on. I forgot to mention that he's naked, but he has a towel. He was like, "Well, I'm not sure how that's going to solve your problem, but I mean, baby, we won't know unless we try." She give it a real little innocent look. I mean, we gotta try, babe. So he takes it off and tells her, "Okay, have it your way," and throws it on her face. So she's looking down at the area. You see, I'm feeling better already. So we're back at the hospital. We got Kyle on the phone, and he's talking about ordering a sofa with the built-in recliner. So yeah, he's getting his shit ready for his apartment. You got dining area, tables, all of that. Go ahead, Kyle. So yeah, he's talking on the phone. So he says, I'll be there when you make the delivery, so don't stand me up. So he hangs up the phone, and so we see Dr. Monica with that beautiful royal blue. She says, redecorating. Hmm? Mm. He says, well, no, not exactly. I just moved into a new place. She said, oh. He says, it made more sense to buy new, Yeah. Interstate delivery is kind of highway robbery, he says. She says, so you're new to Garland. That bitch. I love me some Iona. He says, well, actually, I'm new everywhere I go. I'm actually an orthopedic surgeon. He says, I travel too. She says, but you're going to be here for a while. He was like, well, that's what it's starting to look like. So she was like, mm. He was like, how do you know Shanice? I'm her aunt. So Shanice shows up and interrupts their conversation. Oh, well, she's a lot more than that. She's my inspiration. She is Dr. Monica McCormick. She heads up an oncology department at MD Anderson in Houston. Aunt Monica, she said, She looking at Kyle like she could just eat him up. This is Dr. Kyle Rollins, a traveling orthopedic surgeon. And so Dr. Monica is like, remember I told you I like how she's so locked into the moment. So I'm sure that her ums and ahs are not in the script, but she's so good at listening and being locked in that moment. I feel her I see, really? And oh, yeah. I love how she delivers this character. It is brilliant. So he tells her, "Why, damn, MD Anderson, that has quite the rep. I'm already impressed." He was like, "Well, were you called in to consult on a case here?" She's like, "Well, no, I'm in town celebrating my sister's birthday." Y'all better let Monica move to town, okay? At least while Anita is going through this and Naomi needs her. Keep Monica here because we need that extra matriarch. You know what I'm saying? Rich matriarch. Yeah. I mean, she's just locked in on him. So Shanice gives him his little iPad. She was like, "For you, doctor," without all the glitches. Because remember earlier he didn't know how to work the little iPad. But of course, Shanice, she's magical. She fixes everything. So he says, "Thank you. Well, I am off to accept my furniture delivery. I hope you two ladies enjoy your birthday celebration." So she says, "Thank you." So he leaves away. So she tells Shanice, "What a fabulous view you have, Shawnee. Mm. All the male doctors here are so good looking." She had that tongue out, honey, and tapping that damn thing, that damn counter. And Shanice was like, "Right, Auntie?" Back in Ted's office. He tells baby girl, "Look, I get you're frustrated, but adding my ass to the mix ain't gonna improve matters. You're already involved. I know you asked Isaiah his intention because mama asked you to do that shit." He says, "Well, that wasn't the only reason, but I have to admit, I would not be even having a conversation with him this early if Dana hadn't pressed the point. She butts her nose into everything. She's gonna scare Isaiah away. The exact opposite of what she's trying to do." Yeah, okay, and give it some time. Maybe he'll learn how to deal with her special brand of cray cray. But this is all too much too soon. He says, "Wait a minute. Isaiah means a lot to you, doesn't he?" "You asking my intentions now?" He said, "You ain't got to admit that shit. I can tell how anxious you are. You wouldn't be this worried about your mama's behavior if this relationship with Isaiah was just a casual thingy thing." "Well, it started off that way. Friends with benefits, you know." I was like, "Girl, you telling him that?" He was like, "Ah, all right. I don't want, heading into TMI. I ain't trying to hear all that." Relax, relax. I'm going to keep it PG. Okay, so a while back, me and Isaiah got into this big fight. And then we realized that we both wanted more and thought the other one didn't. And that's when you made it official, he says. I mean, he's such a good guy, he died. I mean, he's funny, he's thoughtful, he likes to read like me. Then he'll actually think about it and want to discuss it. Huge plus. We never run out of things to talk about. And I don't have a lot of friends in town, and I don't want to lose the best one I've ever had. "I'll talk to Dana," he says. She says, "Thank you so much." Oh my God, this bitch. "Marcel, where are you so you can give her some so she can calm down? You owe me some respect because I'm the only one willing to give you a fresh start." We're back at Orphe Jeans. This bitch, she has just been on him and he's been working. He's working on the scheduling chart. And all you want to do is walk around here with damn fur coats. And it's hot. Hair Haley 2.0. She just mad. Why is you mad, girl? Why do y'all think Leslie is mad today? Why? Why do y'all think she's mad? Do y'all think she's upset because of the fact that she decided to pull back from the wedding planning so she had to find something else to sink her teeth into? Yeah. Why do y'all think that she's so mad today? Y'all tell me, please. Tell me. Maybe Ted need to give her some. Somebody need to give her something. Put something in. Shut her fuck up. She was like, "Is that so?" He says, "Because everyone else turned their backs on you. Let's see, the fire department, your own fiance? Or is that the ex-fiance?" He says, "You know what? You so full of shit. I don't know whether to hand you toilet paper or a fucking plunger." Right, because she is full of shit. She's just around there just damaging shit. Why is she mad? I tell you. He says, "No one fucking turned their back on me. You are damn lucky that I took pity on you." He was like, "Bitch, hiring me where it was not no damn charity case." He said, "You needed me because no one else was going to be putting up with your bull." And for the record, honey, neither will I, he said. The only reason why I changed my mind about this job is because Eva swore that she would run interference. And now you're making a liar out of your own damn daughter. And I don't think that she would appreciate that. Yeah, then Eva, yeah, I didn't, yeah, that wasn't cool for her to not answer Derek's call when she said that she would run interference. And then she said, it's probably something that mama did. And I don't feel like, girl, so you lied to Derek. Yeah, that wasn't cool. You knew that he was calling you because of your mom, but you decided not to answer him. You nah. See, Eva is we I have my issues, but she's not a woman of her word when it comes to stuff like that. That wasn't cool, girl. I know that you were there trying to get your dad to help you out with something because you was in a crisis, but you gave Derek your word. You told his ass that you don't have to talk to my mama. I will make sure I'm there in your face before she is. And the time that he reached out to your ass, you say I don't feel like being bothered with him, girl. So he holds up his phone. You know what you need to do? You need to get a clue because he starts to record her ass. He said, "Yep, worth 1,000 words," because he took her picture because she was pointing at him. He says, "Eva, and send. Eva will have a lot more questions about why you're shirking your responsibilities." He says, I'm pretty sure that Eva is pretty thorough in knowing the theory of a lunch break. So yeah, I was on lunch bit. So her phone starts to buzz. It's probably Ted. He's, oh, that should be Eva now. I'll leave you to it. So she looks at her phone. So she looks at her phone. She knows that it's nobody but him. So we're back at the Bird Cafe. So Isaiah tells Kat, "Thank you for letting me know the rumors out there." So she was like, "Why the fuck are you not more upset? Leslie is trying to steamroll you into an instant marriage and using you to hurt Chelsea." He was like, "I don't get how Chelsea fits into this." She said, "Leslie reserved the same vendors and location that Chelsea wanted for her wedding next spring." He says, "On the same date?" "Yes, honey, and the backup dates. You fine, but damn. That's how determined she is to ruin her things for her." "Well, you can tell Chelsea not to worry. Okay? I just had a chat with Leslie before I came here. I told her that she's to cool it all the way on the all the wedding talk. She agreed to back off. Won't be a problem." She was like, "Honey, you really don't know who the fuck you're dealing with, do you?" "Plenty of people, including Eva, have warned me that Leslie can take things to extremes. Right now, you might think it's all lollipops and roses because Leslie likes your ass. And she told you exactly what you wanted to hear. But what happens if things don't work out with Eva? What happens if Leslie decides she likes someone better for her baby girl and you're in the way?" Now, I love my girl Cat, but sometimes her eyebrows just be. I'm going to try to put it up here. Her eyebrows just be too thick and too close. Like the little makeup and stuff. I like her with this burgundy, but that them eyebrows, girl, they look like two little caterpillars. He says, "I guess I'll deal with that shit if it happens." "So you're saying that you can handle it?" She said. I meant to say, she says, so you're saying that you think you can handle it. Thinking and knowing is two different damn things. "What I'm saying is, Eva's worth it." "Unbelievable," she says. "You and Jacob are brothers. Jacob found a partner with integrity and morals. Meanwhile, you're moving in the opposite direction." That's what he's always been like that, girl. Ain't nothing new. "I think that you need to learn how to separate Eva and Leslie in your mind, okay? They're different people." Kat was like, "Honey, they are a fucking team. And the sooner you realize that shit, the better. What I'm not going to do is sit here and take advice about my girlfriend from someone who barely knows her and refuses to get to know her." He said, "Now look, don't get me wrong, Cat, all right? I'm a champion grudge holder." He sure is, but definitely when it came to his pap. He says, "Okay, I see the appeal, but you need to ask yourself whether yours is really serving you or if it's getting in your way." Cat was like, "Honey, call it a grudge if you fucking want to. But it's just plain damn common sense to keep your distance from dishonest, dangerous people. Hopefully, you won't have to learn it the hard way like my dad did." You could look at Ted and Leslie's history and decide that he was the dangerous one. What? He said that before. I mean, toying with Leslie's feelings and then just abandoning her. You been dumb. You been real stupid. The only person who saw it that way was Eva. That's the only other person who saw it that way. And even she admits that she was brainwashed. Look, here are the fucking facts. Leslie lured my dad into a disgusting affair and then freaked out when he came to his senses. And now, all these damn years later, he's still trying to shake her loose. Look, you need to really think about if that's the future you really want to marry into. Honey, we had what's this called? The little palace, and yeah, we see Danny and Dre and the afterglow. She's like, "Thank you for helping turn my day around." Yeah, of course. He turned you around too, honey. I know. He's like, "Well, baby, I'm happy to always steal your attention from anything that tends to bring you down." He says, "And I'm still going to talk to Uncle Ted about Leslie's latest stunt." She says, "I appreciate that, but shit, that could wait till tomorrow. Because nothing's going to change. So you might as well wait, honey. Ain't no rush." So it's come to find out that Andre might have to leave town for a little bit. He got a last minute offer to fill in for a friend. And so he had to bail him out on the assignment. So she was like, "What kind of assignment?" "March Madness. Y'all already know it's coming." He said, "But he told his friend that the timing was not good for me." "No, no, don't turn that down." He was like, "Are you sure? I mean, I know Anita's going through her new chemo regimen, so and I know how much you hate to see her going through that alone." "Andre," he says, "if you need me here, baby, I want to be here, all right?" You really do know how to melt a girl's heart. She says, "Honey, I will get by on FaceTime pep talks, honey. I'll be fine." She says, "And besides, mother is hanging in there, honey. She already told all of us that she don't want nobody halting their lives just for her." So she encouraged me to take that job offer from Tatum and to go forward with Chelsea's wedding planning. So yes, yes, baby, go ahead and go for it. Yes, you should go. I love how they throw the holidays in these episodes. It's so cool. So he tells her that he's going to accept it, but he's going to also miss the fuck out of her too. He says, "Good, then you hurry back." All right, we are at the hospital halfway through. We see Leah talking to Ashley. "Mrs. Corfield promised pain medication," Leah tells Ashley, "over an hour ago. That is 60 minutes of unnecessary suffering for a woman recovering from major surgery." Ashley was like, "Look, Dr. Patel did put that order in. I saw it in the system, but it hasn't been processed yet," because she looks at her computer. "I'm going to, unacceptable." I used to hate when used to do customer service calls and you're trying to explain to a customer. I thank God I don't do that no more. But you're trying to explain to somebody and they just cut you off telling you it's unacceptable. I hate that. I used to hate it. That's what Leah does to Ashley. Just cuts her the fuck off. Tell her it's unacceptable. "Pain management is not some luxury that we provide when convenient," she said. "It is basic care, all right? And I'm going to need the name of the assigned nurse. Lord, I hope it's not Shanice." And so Ashley was like, "Look, we have been slammed since the start of the shift. And I assure you that Mrs. Cofield will definitely get her pain meds ASAP. I am hearing excuses when I ask for accountability." Leah's a bitch. Look, I just can't sell out the other nurses," Ashley says, "when I'm basically filling in. I mean, they're just never gonna trust me." She don't like that Grayson is dating her. She don't like it, so she's making it tough. She's trying to smoke Ashley out. She don't like that shit. "Leadership," Leah says, "is not about covering for mistakes. It's about making sure that shit don't happen in the first place." So we're at Uptown. Monica says, "Oh, I'm so sorry that Ted couldn't join us." And Shoshini says, "Me too." So Monica was like, "Well, girl, is he coming to the party, right?" And Monica, look, the truth is, I ain't invite his ass. What, girl? It's too much pressure. All my siblings being in town, honey, and you know that they would grill him like a burger at a barbecue. But why worry? Monica says. He'd pass with flying colors, girl. Successful, sophisticated, charming. What's not to love, honey? Shanice was like, "Honey, and yes, he is the most sophisticated man I have ever dated." Monica said, I told you she likes to do that filling in. She said, "But still, I am in no rush to put that man through all that mess." So Monica was like, "But you've met his family, right?" Shanice was like, "Yeah, but that's different." His ex-wife works at Garland, and his two daughters takes turns helping him run his practice. She says, and they are supportive of you dating. Shanice was like, yeah, they seem to be. Even the new one, the one that he had with his mistress. Shanice told Auntie Monica everything. Shanice was like, honey, if you knew the mistress, then you would understand why even Eva, the daughter he had with her, does not want them together. Leslie stays doing the absolute fucking most. This is what Shanice tells her auntie. What is wrong with you? Why were you harassing Derek? We are at Orphe Jean's, and this is Eva in the middle of the restaurant scolding her mama. And we know this is not, it goes right in one ear and out the other. It doesn't even matter. I was politely inquiring why he was here in the middle of the day instead of work. So Eva shows the picture that Derek took. This is your polite face? Leslie was like, ew. Yeah, that's not polite, girl. You know, that man got on my last nerve. Not my just my last nerve, my last good nerve. You cannot start raining hellfire down on employees anytime they want to take a damn lunch break, mama. There's nothing wrong with that. This is why Derek didn't want to deal with you in the fucking first place. If you don't stop disrespecting him, he's going to walk. Good picture. You know, the free press about the free clinic is going to be about it going belly up. It's first damn month of operation. Well, we can find a better manager than that washed up pretty boy. You mean I can? Look, I want to tell you this right here, right now. I'm not going to waste my time recruiting new candidates for you to beat up on. So can you please just learn how to control yourself? Of course, baby girl. Did she try to deflect? Mm. You might want to ask your dad to give you some of that filler there. Oh my God. Because you're starting to get worry lines. It's like she hears nothing except for that time she threw that damn cup at the glass, the mirror. She hears nothing. And that wasn't even a funny line. It wasn't even funny. I didn't even laugh. It wasn't even funny. You are the best, Andre. Going to bat for Chelsea and Madison. We are back at the little palace, and Danny and her hubby are finally clothed. They're down in the kitchen, ready to eat some fruit and drinking some water. So he said, "Yeah, I'm sure that Uncle Ted will want to help. The divorce didn't change how much he cares about his nieces." She said, "Well, I ain't gonna get my hopes up. He was not able to stop Leslie from building that damn monstrosity of a house across the street from my folks." She said, "Well, maybe no one could. So they are gonna try to stop that house. I hope they do." She said, "Well, speaking of just kindness, it was really kind, so kind of Ted to help my mom when she was dehydrated after chemo." Yeah. Andre was like, "Wait a minute. It's really finally good that you finally cutting him some slack." He says, "Well, you were kind of harsh for a while." She was like, "Honey, sisterly loyalty. I mean." He was like, "So, how would you feel if we finally scheduled that dinner that we've been talking about? Remember, we bumped into Shanice and Uncle Ted on Valentine's Day." So she said, "I promise that I haven't let it slip my mind. It's just been, a lot going on. It weren't there." So he was like, "Yeah, yeah, baby, no judgment. Yeah, just a little bit of a reminder, that's all." She says, "So I will put it in the calendar when you get back from your trip." Oh. So he was like, "Wow, thanks, babe." She said, "Look, I'm not blind to how important this relationship is for you. I'm totally willing to put my personal issues aside because I hate Ted, but what he did to my sissy. But I know it's important to you." He was like, She's like, "Okay, okay, almost totally. Okay, I just gotta say it's a lot easier now that he's stopped badgering Nicole to get together." He was like, "Yeah, him and Nicole are seeming to be getting along a lot better." She said, "Yeah, it's true. It's a wonder that it finally happened." He was like, "Yeah, well, maybe it's because you set such a good example. Moving on." She's like, I'm not taking credit for that. Supermodel, yes. Role model, no. Ted told me that his ex-wife was fine with the two of you dating. We are at Uptown, and this is what Monica is expressing to her niece, Shanice. Shanice says, she is. And I also told you that, Auntie. But all of you are working at the same hospital, she says. It's just a little hard to fathom. And that is so true. I don't know how they're able to do that. It's just a lot. Uh oh. Shanice says, well, it might make more sense if you knew that Nicole was dating Kyle. So, y'all already know Auntie Monica was like flirting with Kyle. So, let me see what she going to say about these. Shanice was like, that shit started way before Ted and I started dating. In fact, I'm the one who set them up. Hmm. She said, did you? Mm-hmm. Did you have ulterior motives? I'm not devious, Auntie. I am not that devious. Yeah, Monica's like, mm-hmm. Nicole was dating a different doctor at the hospital, and he couldn't make it to this big event that she was going to. So I suggested Kyle as a substitute. Turns out they hit it off, and they've been dating ever since. Was that the doctor who got dumped? Was that the doctor who got dumped mad at you? Uh oh. She said, no one's gotten dumped. Shanice says Nicole is still dating him too. Y'all sure be telling everybody business around. She said, well, that's a little tricky though, Auntie. Auntie was like, why? Because he's Ted's business partner and his best friend. Ooh, child, that hospital is messy. Yes, very messy. Another scene with this bitch, honey. Leslie. Over at Ted's office. Hope I'm not interrupting. Oh, I was going to text you, he says. We need to talk about Eva. Yeah, well, that is why I'm here to talk to you about. I need you to fire our daughter. I mean, don't frame it that way. Yeah. Just be your gentle self, of course. I mean, just push her out of the nest. I mean, I desperately need her to come manage the clinic, or else the whole thing is going to go under. And even know that she could just stop in, of course, but she doesn't have to leave you in the lurch. She doesn't want to leave you in the lurch unless you give her no other option. But whatever you do, do not tell her it was my idea. And you know, Ted unfortunately does every fucking thing Leslie says. Everything. Let's see if he's gonna stand on his own 2 feet and not do what she said. He says, honey, do you ever stop working people? Like working their nerves. All right, we're back with whiny Eva, honey, at Orphe Jeans. I can guess you why you wanted to see me. Did you and Mama argue after I left this morning? Isaiah is meeting her over at Orphe Jeans, so they're talking. Hopefully, Isaiah will tell Eva about this planning shit, because I don't think Eva knows that part yet. I don't think she does. We had a good talk, he says. Really? We did. I thought things might have gone south, especially since after that she took Derek's head off for no reason at all. Now I have to go to the clinic to try to smooth things over. If Derek quits, the clinic is screwed. So he was like, well, I'm sorry to be adding to your already overflowing plate. Maybe you can try to see the humor in this. It's not funny, Isaiah. Why do you think this thing is fucking funny? Ain't nothing funny about this shit. What now? You and I are engaged. Wait, what? Yeah, that's what your mommy's been telling people. Who did she say this to? Not exactly sure, but I did hear from Kat. Documentation errors, redundant notes. Damn, Leah, we're back at the hospital. Leah, she just taking her knife and just stabbing all in that computer, honey. And Ashley's looking like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be a nurse anymore. No wonder patients are waiting for hours, Leah tells Ash. Even as a fill in supervisor, it is your responsibility to create an effective workflow, regardless of the circumstances. I'll be damned if our reputation is dragged down because you can't manage your team. Damn. Ooh, wee. Maybe this is what Ashley needed, honey. A big size 15 shoe up her ass. Of course, Ashley says. I'll course correct. Oh, you better, bitch. Don't let this happen again. Damn. Yeah, that's Joey's sister, y'all. I don't know for sure, but I feel like that's his sissy. Honey, you might just be a little too close to this, but I think that it's a good thing that you're on Nicole's good side. We're back at Uptown, and this is what Dr. Monica, Auntie Monica, is telling Shanice. Ooh. She says, because that woman sounds vindictive. Wow. Monica thinks that Nicole is vindictive. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that let me know in the comments below. Do you all think that Nicole is vindictive? She says, carrying on with Ted's best friend and business partner. I know how it sounds, Shanice says, but it's not like that. She says, Nicole is warm, kind, classy. I mean, she couldn't get past what Ted did, but she doesn't want to hurt him. And also, she and Dr. Fitz has been friends for decades. I love that name, Dr. Fitzgerald. I'll give him the whole name, but I like that Fitz. My guess is that she probably wanted to see if there was more there. That's what Shanice tells Auntie. And everyone is being mature and handling the whole thing just fine. Shanice was like, well, they are now, but in the beginning, honey, it was hard for Ted at first. This was way back when he was still open, with reconciliation between them two. I think that he has accepted that that shit will never happen and that he's finally moved on. Monica says, a door closes and a window opens. So you're not worried at all? About what? Shanice says. Monica was like, honey girl, if Nicole decides to open her door again. I mean, even if it's a crack. So Shanice started looking a little concerned. She says, is this the reason why you're not bringing Ted home to meet the family? Hmm? It's not an issue. I'm sure that Nicole cares about Ted like we all care about our exes. She's moved on too. And so Monica was like, and this Leslie person, now that's the one. Shit. An irritant, Shani says. And Monica again says, and you are at peace with all of this. She said Leslie ain't going away. And as long as her and Ted got a little something going on, Leslie, and we know that she ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody thinking about no damn Leslie. So Auntie was like, huh, shit. Maybe I need to move up here. So you're not going to help me? We're back at Ted's office. This is her asking Ted to fire the daughter so she can have her at her clinic. He says, I am not fucking firing our daughter, and you should be happy because that shit will make her even more angry with your ass. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you causing Eva so many fucking problems? He was like, are you not getting enough attention from your new boyfriend? That's why I was like, what is going on with her? I'm not saying that she just seemed to be like on it this week. It's like the last 2 weeks, she's just been like, ever since Marcel didn't fuck with her on Valentine's, it's just been like explosion after explosion. It's just been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's going on, girl? Oh, no, that is a ridiculous accusation. I am thrilled that things are going well for Eva and her young man. I mean, he's a keeper. Come on, he's handsome, intelligent, strong. And I can already tell that he wants to be Eva's protector. And that is a very, very attractive quality in a man. He says, and then there's the fact that his pappy is the chief of police. Inconsequential. She flirted with him too. Ooh, he says, admit it, you're hoping that that will protect you more than your new detective boyfriend, Marcel, huh? How did he know? He ever saw them together? How did he know about Marcel? You think Eva told him? Well, at least I wouldn't have to worry about another traffic ticket again. Having an Hawthorne as a son-in-law. So that's why she's pushing it. It ain't got nothing to do with Eva. She wants protection in the family. So when those charges drop, she think that no, we family. You can't do that against family. She clearly does not know the law. Ted was like, look, we all know that your ass is hoping for wedding bells, but Eva would like you to make it less obvious, okay? As in back the hell all the way up, all right? Well, I have already had a similar conversation with Isaiah, although his manners are superior to yours. We came to an understanding. He was like, oh, you both did. He was like, as in you and you. Fine, she says. Don't take my word for it. But I know you'll want to keep an eye on me day and night to make sure that I'm being a good girl. Oh my God. Because if I'm a bad girl, you probably want to give me a spanking. All bent over in his office, y'all. I'm like nope, bitch, nope. He says, we are not fucking go there, all right? We ain't going there. I'm trying to talk to your ass as a co-parent. Eva don't need to. I just want to just choke him. You don't have to co-parent. Y'all let me know. Cause I have grown kids. Like I think my daughter is probably older than Eva. And I don't even have to co-parent with her pappy. And my son, he's 24. I don't have to do that. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, please. Y'all know I don't mind y'all telling me. Sure, you wrong. Y'all tell me ain't she too old to be them co-parenting? Please. Maybe he's thinking about the fact that he ain't been there with her, and he's trying to make up for lost time. Maybe that's it. I do those maybe things, but God dog it. She's all bent over his office, spanking her ass. Yeah. He tells her to stop crossing the fucking line, so Andre finally comes there. Uncle Ted. So tell him what that bitch did, Andre, please. She tells Andre, we're busy here. Ted was like, bitch, we are actually done here. I hope that I got my point across, he says. I hang on your every word. Dre, she walks out real slow. And Andre's a bitch. He would have choked the shit out of her. That's how I felt earlier. Why does Andre had to come in here and save him? I don't get that. He tells him, your timing is impeccable. What brought you here? He says, Leslie. So Kat comes over to the little palace, aka Danny's house, and so Niecy, so glad you're here. You want some water, girl? Kat was like, no, thank you, Auntie. She says, I can't stay long, but I just told Chelsea something that I heard, and I wanted to tell you too. She says, about the wedding, Danny says. Kat was like, honey, Isaiah told me that he and Eva ain't engaged. They haven't even talked about marriage. Are you telling me that Leslie went through all that trouble for the sole purpose of ruining Chelsea's plans? Right, because Chelsea ain't done nothing to that bitch. Yep, Kat says. Danny was like, oh my God, that is so vicious and small, even for Leslie. Kat was like, honey, it was probably wishful damn thinking. Leslie puts her once where reality should be. Right. She's probably trying to pressure Isaiah into becoming her son-in-law. Whatever though. That bitch is loco. The point is there's actually no wedding planning happening. Oh my God. Ah, they gave it to the five. Yes. I cannot believe this. So mama booked a chapel for us to get married in. Back at Orphe Jeans, this is what Isaiah told Eva. Unless you want Westminster Abbey, which she probably could arrange that too. She is just so much. Also, florists, caterer, a band, strings. I don't think she got an officiant yet, but I guess she'd want that job. Okay, all right. So when does she plan for this to happen? Was she just gonna spring it on us this weekend? Apparently, she booked us for the same days that Chelsea Hamilton was considering for her own wedding next spring. Just so trashy. Oh my gosh. I can imagine how the Duprees are reacting to this. It'll be okay, he says. In what universe is this okay? When I spoke to your mother, she didn't admit to arranging all this, but she did promise to stop pushing so hard. So there's a slight chance that she already canceled some of the reservations. Thank you. Kat said the same fucking thing. Do you actually know who you fucking dealing with? That's what Eva says. Do you know who you dealing with? Says you sound like your sister. Because she knows that my mama just doesn't give up that easy. Look, I don't even know who to call to cancel. So she's reaching in her purse to try to find her phone to try to figure out who to cancel it. He tells her, you know what? Don't cancel it. Well, Andre is talking to Tad right now. This is Danny. So hopefully he'll be able to rein Leslie in. And maybe Madison and Chelsea will be able to have their dream wedding. We're back at the little palace, and Danny is talking to her niecey poo. Kat was like, honey, we're going to have to hire some extra security, baby, to keep Leslie from hijacking the whole thing, because you know she'll do that. She says, I think that we can count on Bills for security after what I pulled at his wedding. Yikes. Kat was like, Aunt Danny, honey, you were just hurt. Leslie is Delulu. She been calling that girl that since what episode? I don't know what episode. It's been since last season. If you say so. So Danny asks her, is she heading back to the Grands right now? So Kat says, yeah, she's promised to have lunch with them in the garden room, but that's only if she's up to it. So Danny thanks her for moving in with them. She said, I would do it myself, but she she know that her parents definitely ain't gonna let her do that. So Kat was like, yeah, it was easier for me. She's like I'm the grandkid. She's predisposed to say yes. I'm the grandchild. So Danny was like, she's just so doggone independent. I know. So Danny is like, I'm just afraid that she's not going to ask for help when she needs it. So Kat was like, honey, she's getting a lot better at that because this new chemo is kicking her ass. And so it's prompting her to ask for it now more than she has done in the past. She's like, you know what? My schedule isn't heavy today. I'll join you for lunch. This is what Danny says. And so Kat was like, say less. And so Danny said, bet. Oh, okay. That's right, girl. I'm hip. I'm still the fucking cool auntie. Yes, yes, yes. So we're back at Ted's office. Andre has told the story. Ted says, I can promise you, nephew, Eva and Isaiah are not engaged. And Eva had nothing to do in making reservations at that chapel. If Danny will let me know the dates that Chelsea wants for her wedding, one way or another, I will make sure that it's available. Oh, Ted. So Andre thanks him. He says, look, I'm about to head out of town, but when I get back, we'd like to have you and Shanice over for dinner. He was like, well, I think that you need to run that invitation by your wife first, Ted says. So Andre was like, look, the invitation comes from the both of us. So my wife is done blaming you for the crazy stunts Leslie pulls. This is what Andre tells his uncle. Okay, I don't get what you're saying. So you don't want me to cancel our wedding plans? He says, look, everybody keeps telling me how wild and crazy Leslie can get. I mean, relatively speaking, blowing a lot of money on a party seems pretty harmless. I doubt that Chelsea and her fiance see it that way. I tell you, this girl's making some faces today. I cannot have the many faces of evil on here because she contorts that face. She's a beautiful girl, but she has been contorting this face this whole episode. I just can't do it. Y'all will get so tired of seeing her face, nose crinked up, lip raised, frowning. It's just too much, honey. So he says, well, I think we can reach a compromise. With Miss My Way or the Highway? He says, we let Leslie plan one hell of a party for one night, okay? Then we free up those other dates for Chelsea. Then what are we supposed to do when that night rolls around? He says, worst case scenario, we invite all our friends and have a blast. Eva ain't got no friends with your mom footing the bill. Eva ain't got no friend. She says, I see a flaw, Isaiah. He was like, okay, hit me. You just moved to town, and I'm basically a pariah, thanks to mama. So, our guest list will be very, very short. Things are just not black and white, my lovely Eva. You got to think outside of the box. Okay, look, we got 1 year. We'll make friends. Or hey, look, if the band's any good, we can sell tickets and make it a fundraiser for the clinic. Cool, that's a good idea. That's a really great idea. Okay, now that idea actually has potential. Then the best part is we'll be keeping Leslie too happy and too busy to fixate on anything else. They did a little secret handshake. I see you, I see you. Come on, hey, come on. She said, I see you, I see you, I see you. My God. So Shanice, Monica are coming through the elevator. Leslie's leaving, and you hear Monica says, while I'm here, I need to go by and say hi to Ted. So as soon as Leslie hear her say that, she made a beeline, honey. She turned all the way around. How did this woman know Ted? Oh, never mind. I can guess. Please don't say that she was a patient. Oh my God. I said that shit. One of his patients here to get some work done. Oh my God. So disrespectful. Good for you, honey. Better late than never. This is what she's telling Dr. Monica. Excuse me, Shanice says. This is Dr. McCormick, a highly regarded oncologist. Dr. McCormick, this bitch is Leslie Thomas. She says, I'm well aware. Well, Ted's very busy, so if that's who you're looking for, you can just turn your little high regarded self right back on around and get right back there on that elevator. Ooh, Dr. Monica tells that bitch, she says, the way you are talking, bitch, you are looking for trouble. Ooh, she says, you keep giving my damn niece here a hard time, and you'll get twice what you can handle, bitch. Am I making myself clear? Excellent ending. This episode was a little trash. The ending, mwah, chef's kiss, trash, but not as bad as 49. I'm not gonna forget 49, but the end of this, yeah. But you know that Leslie don't give a fuck about nobody, but she's so disrespectful, y'all. Y'all know I always say that. I'm tired. There's a great possibility y'all won't see a lot of pictures. I'm so tired. I'm trying to do better with getting these episodes up the same day. So I will um give a disclaimer at the beginning of this video so y'all know I'm tired. Ready to lay down right now. And my body's still trying to get used to this time change. It's cold. I like to hibernate, honey. I'm a big bear. Although I lost, oh my God, I'm in the size 12. A year ago I was in the 16. I'm like, okay, do that shit, sharp. Anyway, I'll put a little disclaimer at the beginning of this, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love you. Bye.